Hi everybody, my name is Jacob. I'm a consular officer here at U.S. Embassy Singapore, and today I'm here to talk about the Interview Waiver Program for business and tourist visas. So the Interview Waiver Program has been around for a long time, but it's been expanded due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And it's a way for people who've been to the United States before to renew their tourist visas without having to come into the embassy for a physical interview. So the first point of eligibility is you have to have been to the United States before. If you haven't been there before, you'll need to come in for an interview. But if you already have a visa and you'd like to renew it, you likely are eligible to renew it without interview. Lastly, if you want to use the Interview Waiver Program, you do have to be resident in Singapore. So that can be an LTVP, Long-Term Visitor Pass, PR, EP, SP, Work Pass, that's all fine. Just if you're here on a short-term visit pass, you're unfortunately not eligible to use the Interview Waiver Program. So when you do submit your application, please include a copy of your PR card, reentry permit for children, S-Pass, dependent pass, student pass, whatever you have. We just need to see a copy of that to be able to process your application. The second main point, though, is if you change nationality, say you've become a Singapore citizen since you were last in the United States, and your visa's in your old passport, you're not eligible there, so you'll still have to come in for a new interview. Second point is if you got your visa before you were 14, say you were 10, you went to the US with your parents on your first visa, then you wouldn't have had your fingerprints taken, and you're also not eligible to renew without an interview. So we'll need you to come in to do an interview, take your fingerprints, renew your visa there. Next up is if your prior visa was limited for whatever reason, let's say it was shorter than the normal length afforded to someone from your country of origin, or if it says clearance received or is shortened for any other reason, then you're also not eligible for interview waiver. So if you want to check and see if your visa was limited or shortened compared to the normal length, you can go onto travel.state.gov, find your country, find the visa you had, and there it will say how long it's normally issued for. If the visa in your old passport it has a lesser length than that, then you're not eligible, and you'll have to come in for an interview. So some of the common things we see are you don't submit a recent photo. Your photo has to be in the last 6 months. No glasses, clean background, basic face, no heavy shadows. We get a couple of headshots which are all very good looking and very professionally done. We just unfortunately can't use them for a visa. So if you make any mistakes in your submission for the Interview Waiver Program, we'll either need to contact you to submit the documents or even call you in for an interview. So any mistakes there could lead to some delays in your travel. Beyond that, we do need to see evidence that you've been in the US before, say your prior visa or your prior entry stamp in your old passport. So please do send that in, or if you don't have the passport, you can send in a photocopy of it as well. But let's say you're a parent, you've been before, you want to renew your visa without interview and get your child's first visa, we'll need you to submit a copy of your marriage certificate and your birth certificate for the child who you're applying for. And thank you for your time. We hope this answers your questions, and for more information, please visit our website.